Hello and welcome to another night of boxing here in Aberdeen in the Northern Hotel, powered by the British and Irish Boxing Authority and also Assassin Boxing Promotions and Management, proudly sponsored by Papa John's Pizza and also Neon Energy Drink. What a night. Thanks all, first of all, for tuning in on FITE TV here at pay-per-view. We all very much appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you have a great night, because I'm really looking forward to tonight. Here with me, the current PBC International Champion, Mr. Paul Pierce. Paul, how are you? You well?
I'm good, Dan. I'm good.
What a night of boxing we have. And just going through the card, first of all, we've got some 50-50 fights. Now, we see it a lot at the moment, don't we, where we've seen it for a while, where cards of just, you know who the winner is, you can pretty much just go straight to the pub and come back at the main event. But I think tonight's going to be a different thing, isn't it?
It is, because I've been around Bieber for quite a while now, and I can honestly say myself, this is a 50-50 night.
Absolutely. And who would you say was your one to watch tonight, Paul?
I like them all. I really like them all. If there's one to say I'm looking forward to, it would be Craig Dickinson and Bassett.
The heavyweights?
Yes.
We all love a heavyweight. So just to run through the card itself. So first up, we have Holly Towl, who is an accomplished amateur. I think she's pretty special. I saw her on the pads a little bit earlier on YouTube, just to have a bit of a closer look at her. And she knows how to put shots together, so I'm looking forward to that. Against Jaime Bates, which, of course, you know a lot about. Talk us through that fight. What do you think is going to happen there?
I don't know. Clash of styles, I think. Jamie's been around the block. Holly, obviously, as you say, she's just left the amateurs at a good level, so I could go anyway. It's a fight.
I think you're going to settle the fence quite a lot today, aren't you?
I think so.
I'm not. I'm going to go straight for it. Holly Towl, it's a big ask for Jaime Bates, but Holly Towl, still, it's a first fight, so it's a big ask for her too.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good fight. Second up, we have a fighter who's come back from something deeper than just boxing. He's gone through some mental health issues all the way back to the ring, and I think, especially considering the love and the support of the likes of Tyson Fury these days, it's great to see boxing still helping people. He's not, he's very honest. He's honest with what he's saying. He's the wrong end of his career, if you want to call it that, but he said he's still looking for Scottish, still looking for potentially British level, and he's up against Gore, who's very good on social media, I will say, but that's also an interesting fight. Who do you think?
I don't know. I've not seen too much of either of these two, so I couldn't really say, but with what I've seen on the interviews, again, could go either way.
We're going to get that a few times.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have up Craig Dick, your pick of the night, against Michael Bassett, a heavyweight contest over 4 rounds. We have then Kevin Traynor from Denny against Joshua Tellez from Nicaragua. Some of these South American fighters are some tough men. Then finally, my number 1 to watch of the night, Nicola Hopewell, an established amateur and lovely lady. I think that's one thing that boxing's an entertainment sport. It's the closest thing to wrestling, but not fake. People love a character, and she's so lovely. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her. She's fighting Tasha Boys, who you may well have seen out in Italy not too long ago against an absolute animal of a fighter, but she stuck in there for 6 rounds. And finally, the main event of the evening, and I will not stand for offence, young man, Nathan Beattie, the welterweight contest over 6 rounds against Julio Bendana of Nicaragua. Is this a potential banana skin?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I'm sitting with Nathan on this one.
Nathan, again, I was looking back at some of the pictures of when he was a little bit younger. He's a big lad, a bit like me. Yeah. Not so much like me, but he was a bigger lad. And it's so great, again, to see boxing coming back and bringing people from the brink. It really, really is. And again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in on FITE TV. First up, we have Holly Towl against Jaime Bates. Now it's time to meet the fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of Shrewsbury, Jaime Bates. And her opponent, fighting out of Sheffield, Holly Towl. Introducing to you first, in the blue corner, with a record of 1 win, 2 losses, and the former PBC bronze champion, Jaime Bates. And in the red corner, fighting out of Sheffield, this is her debut contest, Holly Towl. And to our referee, Graham Bewley. Really looking forward to this contest, Paul. It's great to have you next to me. An established amateur against really a proven professional so far. Looking forward to this. Do you think, Paul, that let's say the pedigree of Holly Towl will be the biggest factor in this fight?
It could be, Dan. Starting now, it looks as if she's nice and relaxed. It looks as if she's got a
sharp jab straight away there by Towl. Lovely. This is what I was saying a little bit earlier. One thing I do like so much about Holly Towl is she really does put them together so well. And I've seen her on the pads with a trainer, with boys, and I will say she's a very strong, powerful fighter. Really puts them together. Puts again 5-6 punch combination there, Paul.
It was what I expected. The videos I'd seen on Facebook, the videos I'd seen on YouTube, she's boxing just like she is on the videos.
One thing I did notice with her is she's a switch hitter, which is never an easy thing. Oh, lovely, lovely, long right hand to the body there by Towl. Good shot. You can see how she's just stepping in, she's just measuring that distance. And I think that switch of stance is not going to be helping, is it?
No. It's nice to watch. It's nice to watch someone who can actually box, uses her feet well.
Nice 4 or 5 punch combination there by Towl. But again, Jaime Bates, the older of the two, but the more experienced as a professional than the two. So I think this might warm into a great fight.
Well, we've got 6 rounds.
Great round there by Towl. I will say she put them together very, very well. 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. Pretty much what I was expecting. Jaime Bates really feeling let's say, feeling out the fight so far. Whose round was that for you?
I would say Holly's. Holly's first round.
Solid round, but like I say, 6 rounds. Let's talk about that then. So, 6 rounds in her debut. Now, don't get me wrong. 2-minute rounds. I remember the days of fighting 2-minute rounds, and I'll be honest, I didn't see that much difference. So 6 2-minute rounds is not easy, is it, for a first fight?
No, it's not. She looks calm though. She She looks as if she knows what she's doing. She's obviously worked on a game plan. She's obviously fit.
A trainer there in the corner, Chris. Great guy.
But has Jaime just done that on purpose? Is she just sitting back to see what
Holly
can bring? Yeah.
One thing you can see her measuring in the distance, that little step, the little touch forward, that little step back, just measuring the distance, isn't she here, Towl? Oh, good right hand there by Towl. Getting shouted on by her teammate who we will see a little bit later in the night, Beccy Ferguson. Again, she's throwing, Holly Towl, she's throwing 3, 4, 5. It's very rare that she throws a single shot. Look at that, 3 shots there, double jab right hand.
Yeah, it is nice to watch. Again, she's so calm and collective, Holly.
An extremely lovely round, just as she fell in. She's extremely, I think right, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she said she's 5-time amateur champion.
Yeah.
I mean, that is something pretty special to even get an amateur title once, never mind 5 times. I mean, that says everything, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it shows, it really does show it, you know.
Lovely
it's
shot.
Lovely to watch.
Oh, she's back to the ropes. Lovely shot. Seems to be getting to her a little bit in this round, Holly Towl.
She does, yeah.
But I will say, Jaime Bates, tough as soul boots, she will keep coming. What I think I find with Jaime Bates is she is using that lateral movement, but she's using her hands rather than moving her head and her
I've just noticed that. It's just gone through my head, just as you said that, Dan.
She just bends the transfer that weight just that little bit more, doesn't she? So her head moves properly. Lovely. Gets caught back though there, Holly Towl. Good jab though back from Towl. Gets lovely left hand by Towl. Bates holds on. This is warming up into a great fight.
Has Holly threw less than 3-shot combination yet?
I've not seen a single shot thrown by Holly Towl so far, and I think that's what's hard, because when someone puts that kind of pressure on you, it's hard to time anything. Look at what Manny Pacquiao does. He's a perfect example of throwing 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. I recently spoke with a great guy out in the US. His name is Blair Cobbs. He's Freddie Roach's new fighter, and he's so excited. He thinks he's the biggest star since Manny Pacquiao. And he said in the gym how not only were you throwing signal shots, he always saw it. Freddie Roach always saw it as a sign of fatigue, sign of fitness. When it comes to Freddie Roach being in Blair Cobb's corner, even in the gym, he was saying, right, let's step up now, 2s, 3s, 4s, and that looks exactly what like Holly Towl's done.
Yeah. Let's see if she can keep it up.
Now, if you're in Jaime Bates' corner right now, what advice would you be giving her?
I'd be telling her to step on it and try and spoil it a little bit more. I mean, obviously sitting back, Holly's just letting these shots go. I'd try and step forward with a few more combinations herself.
Fight fire with fire, you think?
Yeah.
At the moment, it's taking that and just boxing her. She's doing everything she wants. She's fighting at her own pace. She's loving life right now, isn't she, Holly Towl?
She is. She's got full control of this fight.
Thanks everybody at home for tuning in to the awesome card. The next chapter of Let Battle commence here at the Northern Hotel in Aberdeen. Good right hand, partially blocked though by Jaime Bates, but she still felt that. Very impressed. So far, very, very impressed with Holly Towl's footwork. God, lovely right hand there by Holly Towl. Referee warns Bates to a shot to the back of the head. Good left up, big left up there by Holly Towl.
Hands are still free. Never been laughing at each other there. That's nice to see.
Yeah.
That's great to see.
Good sportsmanship.
Great right hand loaded up.
With a
Slightly missed though. Good job, really. A better round from Bates, but still Towl for me there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But is Towl now falling into Bates' fight?
She seemed to throw a lot more single shots there, but he was still landing.
I agree. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening here. And to everybody out there thinking it looks a bit weird, it's because it is. It's so strange not having any audience. Nobody shouting, nobody saying, "Go kill him." And as much as I hate it when people say that, it's missed, isn't it? It's in the crowds and the cheers, the chants. There's only one Holly Towl and things like it is missed. But it's so strange. I mean, this is your first experience out of the ring. How was it for you?
Do you know what? It played benefits to me because obviously with the fight I had in front of me, the silence was needed. I think with that type of fight, I needed to be able to concentrate and it did benefit, but obviously it went the way it did. But it's a different experience. It's not an experience we've ever been through.
Here. I feel the Bates needs to trade, doesn't she? She needs to make
she does.
toe-to-toe action here in the fourth round. She's making all the right moves, but not moving ahead.
Yeah.
But still, hopefully that's something she'll learn. Good jab there by Bates. Good left hook by Bates.
Yeah, it was.
Having a good start to the round here, Bates. Being shouted in the corner there by Gilesy Carter as well as Becky Ferguson to tell her to put the pressure on here. Do you think this is good advice?
Yeah, I think she needs to. I think she needs to go for it now. Obviously, being so far into the fight, Holly's, took control of the first couple of rounds. So I think Jaime should now start putting her foot down on the gas.
But this is her first fight as a professional, and goes straight into 6 rounds. You think she might be feeling the pace?
I don't know. She looks as if she's took control from the start, as I keep saying. She doesn't look as if she's breathing heavy. She's got control. The footwork's still good. Her hands have dropped a little bit, Holly, but she's still got control of the fight in my eyes.
Good right hand to the body. They can be crippling shots, can't they? A right hand to the body. Oh, good right hand inside. Good right hand by both fighters there. Both tough girls. Oh, big left hand right to the end of that round by Towl. That was a great round. To be fair, I was edging it, slightly edging it there to Bates, but it was then Towl come back. That was a close round. It's a pick 'em round.
Yeah, I couldn't split that one.
But I do feel that Bates is starting to warm into the fight now. Towl started so well, using that distance, using her boxing skills, whereas Bates seems like she's dragging her now into that wall she wants her to. Great fight, though. I think you'd agree.
I do agree.
So we're talking about the whole behind the scenes, the whole, what do they call it, behind closed doors. It is strange, isn't it? It is weird. And it's even more weird as a commentator when they can hear you and you feel
I heard you, Dan. I heard you. I hear it when I go to bed.
Why didn't I listen to Dan?
Yeah. Piers needs to go back to his boxing. So, I don't think I'll ever get out of my head.
Tough girls. Honestly, what a start to the show, though. What a brilliant
Great
start
fight.
to the show. Good right hand there by Towl to start the round. Is Bates going to keep up that pressure? Or is Towl going to go back to a boxing and where she was so successful to start the fight?
I think, by the looks of it now, I think she is. But with less shots. She's took control.
What a great learning fight, though.
Yeah. I think this is what you need. I think, there's nothing better than a first hard fight.
Lovely straight left hand to the body there by Towl. It was definitely Bates' best section of success, if you want to call it that, when she did start fighting fire with fire. The only thing is, it's only so long you can do that, and it's a good fight so far. A definitely good right hand there by Bates, but I do feel that Towl is getting back to her boxing now. This is lovely work by Holly Towl. Heads come together against the ropes there. Heads did come together in the left side. Stopped the fight. I did see receiving a bad cut on her forehead. I saw the heads come together right at the end there. Very unfortunate. But what a great fight. What a great start to the show. Giles Carter there in the corner. Her trainer said no straight away. Didn't even think about remotely letting against that. I still haven't seen that. Tough as anything. I would not fight Jaime Bates. There's absolutely no. She would absolutely batter me. She is one tough lady, no doubt about it. But what a start to her career by Holly Towl. She's got big things to come. I think you'd agree.
Yep. It was lovely to watch. It's a shame when this sort of thing happens.
But it's part and parcel, isn't it? It's part and parcel, especially as a fighter coming through. Yeah. You know, it's, at the end of the day, things like this have to happen in order to be clear. And we'll go into our referee very, very shortly, Mr. Graham Bewley, with the official decision. Giles Carter's having a good look at that cut, because he said it straight away, didn't he? The second he saw it come back to the corner, no, not having any more of that. These things happen. Look at the horror cuts that we've seen. Oh, you do not want to be carrying on with things like that. Look at Tyson Fury against Waller. Was it? Oh, rough. And the official decision, the referee stops the contest in round 5 at 1 minute 32. Holly Towl! So I'm here with the winner of that first round, that first fight even, not first round, certainly not one. Tough fight, I think you'd agree, for the first fight of your career. Talk us through that fight from your end, how you felt it in there.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was good. She was a very tough opponent, and it was I enjoyed it.
One thing that surprised me is when you, bless your heart, when you talk, you're like a little mouse. And then you get in there and you're like a cheetah or something. So, start of your career, tough lady. Very tough lady. Talk us through the end of the fight there, because even myself, I saw the head clash. I think I was the first person to catch that, because I saw it on this far end of the ring. Is that what the bruise is on your head? That really was a head clash. Talk us through it. Was it a bad one?
What, this bit here?
Hers?
Oh, hers. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, let me give you an easier one. How was that for you? What do you feel you did well in that fight?
I definitely kept my composure, and I definitely just went out there and did what I could. Yeah.
It's okay, I told you I can talk a rock to sleep me. So, for me, she was dragging you into I said on the comms there, she was dragging you in to her fight. At the start of the fight, I was really impressed with, your switch hitting, really impressed with your footwork. But I did feel that you were letting her putting that pressure on you. In the corner there, what was said? A similar thing?
Yeah, definitely similar. And he just told me to don't go into her as much as I should have did.
And what have you got to say to all your fans out there who are watching you on FITE TV pay-per-view?
I just want to say thank you for all the support and everyone cheering me on back home.
We will be right with you. Stay tuned for the next fight. What an absolute fight. You've got to be happy with that. Come on, Paul, talk me through that, mate.
I enjoyed that. It was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I did think that Holly was going to do as good as she did. Obviously with the experience she's got, and after watching Jaime Bates against Caitlin,
it really showed, didn't it? It really did show. Kind of the amateur pedigree. There's absolutely no doubt about that. On to then our next fight. Now it's time to meet the fighters. Excited for this one, Paul. First of all, fighting out of the blue corner, Gore. And his opponent, Summer Carroll.
I'm really looking forward to this one.
Introducing to you first, in the blue corner, in his debut contest, fighting out of Cresswell near Worksop, Gore. And his opponent standing in the red corner, Summer Carroll. And to our referee, Graham Bewley. This is going to be one hell of a contest. One thing I liked about this, in the press conference yesterday, Carroll said it's going to be fireworks. Straight to the point when I asked him, what do we going to expect from you tomorrow? His answer was, I'm going to smash him up.
I was watching that, Dan, and I did have a little giggle to myself once he said that.
Nice job to the body there by Carroll. But things like this made me really excited. I nearly weed a bit. I was like, he's really going to go for it. But
he started
good right hand by Carroll.
Yeah. He started a lot slower than what I thought he was going to start.
Good jab to the body by Carroll. Very awkward, it seems, at the moment. Just keeping that left hand out long, Gore. Good right hand by Gore. Almost that mummy technique, is it? Just keeping that left jab poured out. Again, what we've seen another switch hitter from the same gym here in Gore.
Nice.
Good left hand there by the hammer. Lovely right hand as well there.
It started a lot slower than what I thought it was going to start at.
I thought this was going to be a tear up from the second they got on the ring. Summer starting slow.
Yeah, just feeling each other out.
Just missed with a long right hand there, Gore. Throwing wild shots at times, but they're effective so far.
Yeah, again with a switch hit.
Good right hand to the body.
Long right hook there by Gore. Started well, actually.
I don't know if you can hear this, but Carroll's trainer in the corners telling him to use the right hand to the body, left hook.
And he is catching with the right
He
hand
is,
to the
yeah.
body.
Maybe
Good right hand by Gore. Throwing some wild shots at times, but he is landing.
he is. He's doing well.
Oh, big right hand by Carroll.
Nice body shots going in there as well.
Triple hook to the body there by Gore. Again, just good right hand to the body. Nothing really lit that round up, did it, so far? Slow start from Carroll, but he's been out of the ring for quite some time, you know, and he's come in, he's ready. Maybe he's just, you know, kind of testing the water with that. I will say, Ben Gore, throwing at times reckless shots, but does seem to be landing.
Yeah.
Probably had the better of that round for me.
I agree with you there, Dan. I agree. Do you know what? I haven't actually seen anyone do what Ben Gore done that round. I've not seen it for a while with the way he's kept the lead hand out.
Keeping that pour out.
I used to see that in the amateurs. And you don't normally see that in the professional game.
Klitschko used to be terrible for it, didn't he? He used to
It's like a blinder,
keep
isn't
it
it?
in your face.
Yeah.
Keep pouring it in your face. It can be really confusing because you can't measure the distance properly, can you?
He done well with it there. He done very well.
Carroll did have his successes with his straight right hand to the body, but I do feel he needs to close the distance here and put it on him a little bit strong because he does look the bigger, stronger man. But we'll soon see.
I think we'll see a different round now, but Dan. I think we'll see a bit more pressure by Carroll.
Again, leaving that long left hand out, blinding him. What he's doing is keeping it there. The second he comes in, he whips them hooks around, doesn't he? It's a rangefinder, isn't it? But the way he does it, it's almost like Robin Hood.
I think it could, you know what? It has its benefits for holding it there, stopping him throw a jab.
Do you think that Carroll here? I mean, listen, it's been a long time since I've been in the ring, but if I had someone there, I'd be stepping right round that right hand side and keeping him off balance and keep pushing it.
Well, I'd be
to the
using
right
my
hand
lead hand to knock that down
and throw the jab over the top.
And
Yeah.
maybe a right hand over the top. Or even pushing it to the side and trying to push him off balance.
Oh, good left hand, rocked that head back there by Sam Carroll. Good shot by Carroll. Definitely needs to close the distance, doesn't he, Carroll? At the moment, he's getting boxed off and finding really good right hand. Trade right hands there on the left hand side. Good right hand again by Carroll. He's got to close the distance here, hasn't he?
He's definitely pressing it a bit
again,
more
Ben Gore,
now.
he is effective in what he's doing. There's no doubt about it. He is being effective. When he's got that arm out, what I think I've noticed is he's keeping it really high, so he's covering that chin.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why he's asking him to throw that right hand to the body, isn't it? Because it's wide open. A 4-round contest, this, and good left hook there by Carroll.
You just took the words out of my mouth then.
Good right hand back by Gore. It's just
It's
warming up this fight.
Do you know what, Dan? It's a lot better sitting on the outside of these ropes.
I've been here for a while and I want to stay here, mate. Almost a lazy jab by Gore, but it's hitting the target over and over again. Maybe what he needs to do here, Carroll, he needs to move his head, and then get inside that long left hand, then throw his shots. And when he tries to move away, don't follow him round the ring, cut the ring off.
Yeah.
That's maybe what's happening here. Try and cut the ring off a little bit, so he's got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Now right there, his hands were free. He could be firing there, and he chose not to. Good right hand. Lovely right hand by Carroll. Shot of the fight so far. Really knocked him off his feet, didn't it?
It was a great shot.
But is that enough to win the round?
Nope.
is that enough to win the round? Again, close round that. With close round in the first round. Carroll did land with some great shots there, but the awkwardness, that constant pouring of that jab in his face is really confusing him. Has to close the distance, and instead of, like I say, chasing him around the ring, close that. A bit like what I always say this, but a bit like what Golovkin does. He just if they step to the left, he steps to the right. If they step to the right, he steps to the left, and he doesn't let he doesn't let them get away.
Like a stalker, isn't he? He stalks his prey.
He's like a leopard or something, stalking the prey. Absolutely. Thanks for everybody tuning in to this pay-per-view event, the second chapter of Let Battle Commence. A series of boxing brought to you by the British and Irish Boxing Authority and Assassin Boxing Promotions and Management. Proudly sponsored by Neon Energy Drink and Papa John's Pizza. Round 3 of a really interesting fight so far. He's like a fencer, almost, isn't he?
He started with a bit more He started with a bit more pressure, a bit more.
He's got to close that distance. He can't keep at the end letting Gore dictate the fight. That's a good left hook, short left hook.
Hand.
But it seems to be effective. I mean, Carroll's face is marked up, and he seems to be getting more marked up as the rounds go on.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be doing that without pouring that hand out all night.
I'll tell you what, he's going to have a sore shoulder tomorrow.
he must do some weights with that left hand.
Yeah.
When he closes that distance and gets inside, he needs to duck down and throw
there,
shots.
He? Yeah.
He can't afford to be on the outside of that long left hand. Look, he let him get away with the left hand.
He gave him the big space. He wants to
stay there then. He keeps his hands free so he doesn't. Good jab, that Carroll. Lovely shot. Another lovely shot, lovely jab by Carroll there.
I think Carroll needs to, as you've just said there, then he needs to start stepping on the right of that lead.
Oh, trade right hands there. Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying that Carroll needs to start stepping more onto the outside of that lead.
Absolutely.
And start
work around to the right.
The right hand, yeah.
The second he steps to the left, he's going to get caught with that right hander he's looking for every second of the fight. Use angles rather than walking straight forward. Work his angles. Good
nice
jab. Done well with his jab this round.
He has.
3 or 4 solid jabs.
Again.
Another good jab.
I'll tell you what, Dan, it's been another even fight. It's
Right hand to the body. Carroll's done a bit better in the end of this round. Good,
lovely left hook.
May have just nicked him this round. Taking a bit of a rest here.
Just stab that right hand down to the body with the switch.
Warning to hit the back of the head by Carroll. Had a bit of a round off there, I feel, Gore. I thought that Carroll did enough to win that round.
Yeah.
I think he got one back there, and he needs this round. Carroll absolutely needs this round in order to, for me, 2 rounds apiece.
Yeah.
Seems to be getting the distance a little bit better by using his own jab, rather than being dictated by that long, poured rod that he's had for the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Great start to the night, though. Absolutely awesome start. And coming up next is your pick of the night. The big boys, the heavyweights, Craig Dick against Michael Bassett. Craig Dick, speaking to him a little bit earlier, and I'm telling you now, he was confident. So looking forward to that one. This is the final round of a 4-3 mini rounds. What are you saying? He needs this round, doesn't he, Bassett? Bassett, sorry. Carroll.
Carroll, yeah.
He's called Sam of the Hammer. He needs to show that this round. Nice jab there by Gore. Turn back from Carroll. Good jab to the body. His main success in this fight has been his jab, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Carroll.
Good clean jabs. Good clean
Good
jabs.
right hand there by Gore. He cannot leave anything in the ring here, can he, Carroll?
I think they both need to go for it now.
I feel that they both are feeling the pace too, and I think that's determining what's happening at the end of this fight. I feel at times that Carroll has had the chance to work and maybe chose not to at times, and I think that might have been his downfall in this fight.
It might just be a little ring rust, as they say, you know.
It may well be. He's been out for quite a few years, and maybe he needs this one to warm warm up. But like I say, is he going to get the best? Is he going to catch the judge's eye, catch the referee's eye at the end of this round? Good jab there by Carroll. So pumped up ahead of this fight, Carroll. He had to go for a walk. He couldn't sit there. He just had to go for a walk. So he's been looking forward to this. Coming back from the brink of depression to be in the ring now is something special, Paul. Good right hand to the body there by Carroll. Is Carroll doing enough to win this round for you?
He's landed the cleaner shots. He's controlling the centre. There's not been much thrown by Ben this round.
Good right hand to the body, as you said there. Commentator's curse. Single jab has been his best weapon for the entire fight of Sam Carroll. Trade right at the end.
Nice.
That was lovely.
That looked nice as well.
Jab to head. He may have just. I'm scoring that a draw. What are you saying?
I would say split, yeah. 2 rounds apiece.
Great to see such sportsmanship. Great to see. Great fight between two absolute warriors. I feel that Sama did edge his way back into the fight. It was kind of a tale of two halves, wasn't it? We will have our official decision very shortly. Stay with us from our referee, Graham Hewley. I can't believe it's only 2 fights in. We've got another 5 fights to go. Can you speak for that long, do you think?
I'm going to have a go. I don't think I'm going to speak much in this next fight, though, Dan.
And we go to the scorecards. And the winner, with the scores of 39-37, Ben Gore! Gore extremely happy with that win. And we'll go live with the winner, Ben Gore, who looks extremely happy with himself. Just watch your feet there. Come around here for me. Just to the side of that. You look over the moon, my friend. How are you feeling?
Absolutely over the moon. You don't understand what this means to me. It's took me 10 years to be able to get to this point. And now I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready for anything.
Bless you. You're getting me pumped here. You're getting me pumped.
I'm ready again. I'm ready again. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. I think that my one question for you, I think everybody knows the question I'm going to ask, is this. Talk us through that, because it seems to confuse him throughout the whole fight.
This is a new style we've come up with. I used to be a forward fighter, but I always used to get caught with everything on the way in, too high. But staying low, it's hard for them to step in, and once they step in, if I get time and I'm quick enough, I can catch them with it up. So basically, it's to put them off. That's basically it, and it works.
Fine, it did work. At times, I felt like getting him in the corner, having a chat with him to step around the other way. We kept saying it there at the commentary desk. But congratulations. What have you? You are, by the way, I will say, ace at social media. I mean, I see some of these photos, some of these things you've created. Good on you. But what have you got to say to all of your friends and family and fans out there?
Thank you for the entire village for standing by and watching, everyone from my team box, everybody in Workshop, my sponsors at Rewinding Workshop. Just thank you for everybody's support. Can't have done it without you.
Brilliant. Thanks for speaking with us. Congratulations. We'll be right with you after this. That surprised me. I will say, I don't think I've ever quite seen anything like that long arm in someone's face for 4 rounds. But it worked, didn't it?
It worked for Ben.
On to then our third contest, the one that you were after, you Paul, the heavyweight. Who doesn't love a heavyweight fight? Introducing it to you first, Michael Bassett.
My palms are sweating.
Who doesn't love a heavyweight contest? And his opponent, Craig Dick. Introducing to you first, in the blue corner, fighting out of Essex in his debut contest, Michael Bassett. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, also in his debut contest, Craig Dick. And to our referee, Graham Booley. I love an heavyweight fight. I've been an heavyweight for a while now, I'll be honest, Paul. But who doesn't love it? Just end in one shot, can't it? Ready to go straight away, ready to go to work, Craig Dick.
Southpaw.
What's worse than a southpaw heavyweight? There's not much, is there?
No. Oh, it started off cocky.
Nice and relaxed with the tall socks of Michael Bassett. Almost haggler looking. Craig Dick in the black and red, and Michael Bassett in the solid red colour.
Oh, a bit wild. And brought his right foot forward there. That could be dangerous, leading onto that left hand.
A good jab there by Dick. Big shots coming in there by Michael Bassett. Didn't land much though.
No, I didn't see one land. Nice defence. Back to boxing.
Needs to keep for that jab. He needs to box him, doesn't he, really? Just coming forward like that.
Oh,
big
lovely
left hand
like.
there by Craig Dick. Another big left hand by Craig Dick. Certainly rocked him down to his nose, didn't he, that left hand.
He's felt it.
There's nothing worse in the world than getting caught with that left hand of a big, strong southpaw. It comes from Brazil, and you don't know it's at you until you're on the floor. Not nice. I will say, so far, very impressed with Craig Dick's defence. He's very mature performance so far.
Yeah. Well, lucky enough, I was down in Aberdeen a couple of weeks back, and I was lucky to watch him train, so it doesn't shock me that he's calm and collected because I've watched him.
Nice jab again, nice southpaw jab there by Craig Dick. Hits his chest, double left hand there by Dick. I love an heavyweight fight. I'm sure everybody out there is watching with anticipation. You can hear, and it's only one thing, the difference I feel within these behind closed doors events is just how powerful the shots are without an audience. It's like big shots coming in.
It's another thing I was looking forward to as well.
Big left hand there, pushes him down.
Great shot.
Referee's going to have a look at that. Let's hold off for a bit of a push. Bassett so far seems to be loading up too much. I feel that's the difference.
That was a lovely left hook, that. Nice movement again by Craig.
Big shots coming in though by Michael Bassett here. The head's coming in. Has to get a bit of a telling off for that.
First round.
Good round.
Yeah, I'll give that to Craig.
I think Craig Dick landed with the more solid, accurate shots. I mean, some of them long, left, horrible hands that land were pretty eye-catching, weren't they? I think you'd agree.
Yep, very clean, precise. Good movement as well by Craig.
Very much so. One thing I like you said, you said something that was pretty much perfect, was that he's calm, he's cool, he's collected, you know, and when he's a big man, you know, like Michael Bassett is throwing absolute bombs, and he's taking his time, he's moving, he's keeping his hands up, he's not panicking, and catching him with the counters too, which seemed to be, I was really impressed with Craig Dick in that round.
We'll see what happens now. He seems to be blowing a bit heavy.
Talking to him there.
Yeah.
The thing is, down there is just experience. When someone's trying to rag you around, there's absolutely no reason to start doing the same back. You relax, and they just drag it and pull you right to. All it does is tire you, and that's one thing that Dick is doing well so far.
Nice jab, nice clean jab. Oh, lovely right hand.
Almost walked into that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hands come together. Arms drop right, walk straight into a southpaw jab.
Clean.
1-2. Turned his body, didn't he? Turned that shot. Lovely shot there by Craig Dick. Big shots from both men come in there.
Back of the head.
He's loading up with every.
Yeah, he's giving Craig the chance to step back.
That's what we were saying about Saba earlier on. He had these big shots coming in. He had the chance, and he was in the position against Gore to get these types of shots off. He just didn't want to do it, did he? Whereas that there of Craig Dick, I mean, he wants to hurt the man, doesn't he? He's putting it on.
He's using every chance. I like the way he's gone back to the boxing here as well.
Rather than rushing in. Oh, big left hand. Big left hands by Craig Dick. Seems to be really tiring here.
Yeah.
Michael Bassett. I think that might be because of the loading up of shots, potentially. Just almost disguises it, doesn't he? He's walking straight into that long left hand. A strong kid, both strong men, both tough men. But for me, another round for Craig Dick. I just feel that the cleaner, better boxing, ring prowess is from Craig Dick in me in this fight so far. Like I say, you can't half hear it, can you? It sounds like someone just claps every time. Really, like every time anybody gets hit with any shot, it's like a massive clap from the BFG.
Do you know what, Dan? I've got to give you credit as well, because I'm concentrating so much. I'm finding it hard to talk on what's going on.
Just pretend you're not really a person and just voice it. That's the best way I normally do it. Thanks everybody for tuning in here at the Northern Hotel in Aberdeen, powered by the British and Irish Boxing Authority and Assassin Boxing Promotions and Management, live here on pay-per-view on FITE TV. This is Let Battle Commence, Chapter 2. Looking for that big right hand again.
Again, I like the way Craig's just stepping back, looking for that lead backhand.
I think the key thing in this whole fight so far is that Craig Dick is actually a very talented boxer, and that is the biggest difference about it. He's boxing him well, isn't he?
He is, he's doing well. Nice movement, using the jab well.
Big, just managed to turn his body, just missed with that left hook. It's his chest and says, "Come on." Oh!
Did that land in or was that?
He caught him on his glove. Yeah. He wants so, but he's desperate, isn't he, to get hold of him. Good right hand, but this thing is he's playing into Craig Dick's, his idea of this fight.
Do you know what? There'd be
both men complaining about shots.
Yeah, there'd be people at home now saying, "Come on, Craig, have a little fight with him," but he's doing the right thing. He's not getting drawn into Bassett's fight.
Both men tired at this point, though. But Craig Dick's certainly the most composed of the two. Oh, turn that shot over. Big left hand there by Craig Dick.
Oh.
I don't think it really sums up exactly how hard these men hit, unless you're here. And this, my friend, is the reason why I wear black ringside. We end up with a blood polka dot top. Oh, lovely body shot there by Craig Dick. Great shot. Just misses with that right hook.
both tired now, but it takes one shot.
When they're these way, I mean, it takes one shot anyway, but when you're this big and this strong, loading up with shots, that'd knock a wall down, I think. Just miss with that.
Lovely movement by Craig.
Again, straight to the southpaw jab. I think we're heading for a hell of a last round here. What a great fight so far. Who's edging it for you?
I'd say Craig on technique.
Yeah.
He looks the part. He's not getting drawn into a fight, even though Bassett wants to fight. I think Bassett needs to fight.
Bassett seems to avoid more shots when he's tired than he does when he's fresh.
Yeah. I think he's got to go for it now, Bassett. I think if Craig just stick to that jab, he could finish this easily.
Completely agree. I think that he needs to stick to his boxing. But if you were in like say, Bassett's corner, you did mention quickly there what he needs to do. He needs to go all out. He needs a knockout, doesn't he?
I would say so, yeah. He needs to stop trying to let Craig box. He needs to keep trying to draw Craig into a fight.
Good sportsmanship, though. They've been talking to each other all the way through the fight, and then they have a bit of an hug in the middle, Bassett.
Big sweaty hug.
I'm not jealous of either man. Oh, big right hand to the body there by Bassett. Thought they nearly ended up on our table there for a second.
I did say Bassett needed to come out and try and fight in this round.
That he did. Lovely left hand straight down the pipe. Again, lovely shot. Walked onto a big left hand. Oh, referee needs to have a look at that.
Some lovely clean shots landed by Craig there.
Lovely shots. A couple of them weren't too legal, I'll be honest, but still, those shots landed.
Oh. Very, very tired now, Bassett.
Yeah, he is.
I think he started really fast.
Yeah, he's feeling the pace, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think both men are feeling the pace at this stage. Having a good long grab there. You see the boxing prowess of Craig Dick is coming into play here. Even when both men are tired, that's where it really, really shows, doesn't it?
It does. It looks even better as well.
The referee having a big word, letting go. Good left hand. Big left hand.
Body.
By Craig Dick. Look, dropping his hands. Very confident now. Looking for a punch from the gods there. Oh, what a tough man though, I'll give you that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, big shots coming in by Dick. But again, Bassett, tough man, isn't he? You've got can't knock him. He's a tough
knock
man.
it. No, he can't knock his toughness.
He's about 3 warnings there, I think.
Hey, look, when you need a minute.
Dick has got his second wind, hasn't he?
He has.
I think he wouldn't mind a good couple of rounds.
Oh, lovely shot by Bassett there, landed. They're both having fun though.
I think his trainers just said bring him to the streets or something. Taking a big deep breath there, Michael Bassett.
Last 10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds of a very entertaining fight. 2 absolute warriors.
Lovely
fight. Oh, a little bit of a coming together there at the end of the fight. Hopefully we get that sorted out pretty quick. Yeah, we got it sorted out pretty quick. The thing is, they put in there a benefit by Craig Dick. Good fight between two warriors, no doubt about that. No love lost at the end of the fight. I thought I was going to have to jump in and be a bouncer. I look a bit like one now. But two tough men. How'd you call it?
I'm saying Dicko. Craig Dixon.
I feel that the cleaner shots were landed by Craig Dick.
Yeah.
But what a tough man,
you can't.
Michael Bassett.
Yeah.
I love an heavyweight fight.
Can you see
It's
why
just drama, isn't it? It's just drama.
You can see why I look forward to that now.
We get the official decision. I wish I could say, I think both men need applauding, but there's not really many people here. But for the people here, I think we can all applaud. What a great fight from two absolute warriors. And to the scorecards, our referee Graham Bewley scores it 40-36 to Craig Day. Let me just jump in here for a second. Craig, I kind of compared your left hand as just an horrible southpaw left hand, which is, nobody ever wants to come anywhere near that. One thing I will say, what a tough man your opponent was. Did you feel that, you were catching him clean at times? Did you feel that you were going to get him out of there?
I think if I had managed to get myself, or we managed to get me some more fights, go to the swing of things, and I fought Michael again, I reckon I'd stop him. But I enjoyed that. He was a tough opponent. He was there every round. There was times he wanted to fight, there was times he tried to box. So it was good for our first professional fight, both debuts. So aye, it is what it is.
Brilliant. One thing that I liked so much, and I think really showed in that fight, we said it on the commentary desk, was at times your discipline. I think that's probably the best word, your discipline. When Bassett come in with some big, heavy shots, you didn't panic. Why do you feel that is?
That assassin way, the way we're taught to box. 6 days of the week we're up there getting run for Lee, watching Lee. My main thing tonight was coming out here and boxing, showing that I can box, try to show a bit of class that Lee shows us. So that's why I didn't let his shots fluster me. I've watched these fights on YouTube, there's plenty of fights on YouTube, He's a very reckless, wild fighter, but he's very game. Like I said, he was there to fight, he tried to box throughout the rounds. But durable opponent, good first opponent anyway.
Absolutely, we couldn't ask for a better test, could you, in your first fight? Great. And what have you got to say to all of your friends and fans and family out there?
Well, everybody who, what I'm going to say now, everyone knows who this is aimed at. I'd just like to thank everyone. Lee, Ian, all my other teammates at the gym, everyone knows who are. My missus, my kids, my family, everyone. I've done it all for everybody and myself. And like I said to you and Towl, we just were still ringside. This is just the start. So hopefully next time we can let off some real dynamite.
Congratulations. Great performance. We will be right with you. Stay with us, because we've got 4 more fights to go. Stay with us, we'll be right with you. What a night of boxing we've already had. And as your first experience as a commentator, 3 fights in, you've got another 4 to go. I've done 14 fights in a night before. How's your throat feeling?
I haven't said much though, have I?
On to our 4th fight.
really looking forward to this one between Ali Coulson and Beccy Ferguson. Really looking forward to this. But now it's time to meet our fighters. Bringing to you first, fighting out of Shrewsbury, Beccy Ferguson. And her opponents, Ali Coulson. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This is her debut professional contest. Fighting out of Shrewsbury, Beccy Ferguson. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. Fighting out of Worksop also in her professional debut, Ali Coulson. And to our referee, Mr. Graham Bewley. I've said from the start this is my fight that I wanted to watch more than anything. Beccy Ferguson, 4-1 in the unlicensed scene, then turned into professional, whereas Ali Coulson, decorated amateur, fighting again out of the Xbox gym. Looking forward to seeing this.
I wasn't expecting Ellie to start as fast as she has. Very bouncy. I was expecting her to use her height, settle her feet.
You can see I watched the fights a little bit earlier, and she looks so awkward. Even against the ropes when someone's putting it on her, she just seems to lean back and just manage to fully extend them arms. Lovely work. 5-6 punch combinations, but not much landing there.
No.
Ferguson in the black and gold, and Coulson in the black and red. I will say, what a gym they've got going on with at the moment with Xbox. They've got some fantastic fighters. Needs to close the distance, pouring with the jab and just missing the target right now for Ferguson. She needs to, if anything, if she wants to start feeling the target, walk forward with the double jab. Make sure you keep yourself nice and tight. Walk forward with the double jab. This is a good start, this, by Ali Coulson. This is a 6 2-minute round contest between Coulson in the red and Ferguson in the black and gold. This contest is super welterweight. Coulson looks massive for a super welterweight. I definitely feel that in that round that Ali Coulson showed her amateur pedigree there. Don't think there's much doubt about it. It won some shots, 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. But Ferguson needed to close the distance, pouring with the jab. She needs to close that distance, turn this into a firefight. What do you think, Paul?
No, I totally agree with you. Ellie took full control there. Used her feet well. Again, loads of shots. I think they've all shown the same sort of, what would you say, boxing. They all sort of box the same.
IQ.
They're all throwing out. Yeah,
just the way that they moved it. That's a fantastic gym they've got going on there, and I want to congratulate them because the way they're moving, the way they're transitioning between Southpaw and Orthodox. Not so much right now, but with the other fights they have been. Clearly a very, very good gym, and I'm very impressed with the fighters so far.
Ferguson absolutely needs to move that head and get close that distance.
Yeah.
We mentioned Golovkin earlier and stepping. This is what she needs to do. Maybe throw in a nice, sturdy jab to the body just to try and get in there a little bit closer. This is better by Ferguson, but got turned by Coulson there.
I think we could be onto something here. Do you know the way we've spotted all of them boxing the same? I think we're giving other people a little insight on how to box against these, or something to work on.
That's kind of part of what you need to do as a commentator. But for me, Ferguson, needs to close that distance. She can't say, because these girls I've seen so far, Holly, Towl, and Ali Coulson's watching them in particular, very, very. Very sensible. They don't do anything crazy. Just very good technique.
Yeah.
They're very calm. Lovely jab right hand there. Lovely 1-2 by Ali Coulson. It's just very, very impressive. I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah, they're all good to watch these
Very
guys.
good. You can certainly see though the amateur pedigree. There's no doubt about it.
But when you transition over to the pros, you need, it does work and it's obviously showing. But when you get someone that's going to pressure Ellie. So if Ellie gets someone in the same way, she obviously wants to learn to reserve her energy, but obviously she's got the range, the height.
I was going to say, talk about range there, Paul. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm pretty sure that Ali Coulson could tie a shoe standing up. With them arms. She's got such a reach. I mean, how is she super welterweight? A super welterweight. These big shots coming in there by Ali Coulson. Again, there was a similar kind of thing with what we saw with Jaime Bates a little bit earlier. She's doing all the right moves, but not moving her body enough. And I think that might be a telling tale when you've got someone with arms that long. I mean, I can probably high-five her from here. But I think that's so far a bit of a shutout so far, I'd say, from Ali Coulson. She needs to close the distance, Becky Ferguson, and from the outside, it's not going to be too successful.
No.
Thanks everybody for tuning in on FITE TV here at pay-per-view, powered by the British and Irish Boxing Authority and Assassin Boxing Promotions and Management. Proudly sponsored by Neon Energy Drink and Papa John's Pizza. Seems to be just at the end of the round. I don't know if you saw it, but Ferguson seemed to grimace a little bit as she walked forward. I don't know if you noticed that, but we'll keep an eye on that. To be fair, that when Coulson is throwing the shots, Ferguson's catching him on her hands and her gloves, so she is doing quite well. She just needs to do a bit of her own, rather just pouring that shot out and having nothing to doing a bit of an alley shuffle in the middle of the field. It's more of a Hearns shuffle, wasn't it?
You know what, they really are good to watch these Xbox girls. They're all very technical.
Ali Coulson on a short says, does it say triple L? So we've got triple L, triple G, triple D, triple A batteries. Ooh, lovely. Nice jab up top, chuck it down to the middle. This is what she needs to do, but she can't follow her. That's the thing she needs to do. She needs to cut down that ring now. She can't follow her because she'll go there all night. She'll escape all night. This is better by Ferguson. Lovely, big shot there. Left hand there by Ferguson. This is much better for Ferguson. I think the key thing for Ferguson here is she needs to it's a footwork, isn't it? She needs to make sure she's cutting that ring down. That's the key thing for me. It will help her close the distance.
I think the worst thing you can do is stand in front of Ellie. You need to try and make Ellie throw bedtime shots because, I mean, as you said before, Them arms are really long.
They really are, and I think that's part and parcel of the reason why Ferguson is struggling to find the distance. But I will say, for 4 fights here, this is the 4th fight of the evening. We've seen heavyweights, we've seen a hand in someone's face for 4 rounds, which we just couldn't work out, which is for me is one of the highlights of tonight. It was pretty impressive, and we've seen such a talent in Holly Towl, no doubt about it. I think that these girls, Holly and Ali, fighting out of the same gym, and I will say they've got two hell of prospects there.
And they've still got one more.
Really?
Yeah.
Nicola Hopewell. Oh, she is my one to watch of the night.
Yep. That's going to be another cracker, by the way, Dan.
It's so good, though. It's so good to see 3 female fights on one card. It is, isn't it? It's great to see. Good left hand there by Ferguson. I think she's got the memo about closing that distance.
Thing is, though, you don't want to go in a straight line.
Absolutely not. And if you do, you move that head. Let's start by Ferguson. She is trying to close that distance, but still, so long, and it's hard to get anywhere near, isn't it? As soon as she's almost Tyson Fury-esque, as she leans back and she's a year away. Oh, lovely right hand. Just that dip of the shoulder, walked her straight onto that right hand. Good shot there by Ali Coulson.
It's a bit better by Becca.
Left hand there by Ferguson. Has a bit of a wink at her, bit of a look at her as she walked forward there, Ferguson.
How tall do you think Ellie is? Because she literally takes 2 steps back. She's covered the ring.
I'd probably say she's 5'11", 6 foot. I don't think I've ever measured with my eyes from here, I'll be deadly honest, but she's taller than me, only one way. But it's not hard. Nice boxing here by Coulson. This is good work. Again, allowing her to just run away from her. Yeah. Allowing her to she needs to close that ring off. She needs to cut that ring off. But for me, another round to Coulson.
I agree.
Let's talk about the female scene, just while we're here. How awesome is it to see these high-profile females coming through right now? The likes of Katie Taylor, Claressa Shields. It's so great to see. A recent interview I did with a Scottish lady, Hannah, who is an IBO world champion. It's so great to see, isn't it? But they're still overlooked, aren't they, in the sport? They still seem to be put at the end of a card where no one watches it. And I don't think it's right, because for me, some of the most entertaining fights, for me, can be female. Sharp as a razor from Coulson in this round. Lovely right hook and turned her. Thanks for everybody just tuning in. We are live here from the Northern Hotel in Aberdeen in Scotland. This show is powered by the British and Irish Boxing Authority and the Assassin Boxing Promotions and Management. Just missed with a long left hand there, didn't she, Ferguson? Seems like she is closing this distance.
She is trying to step in, yeah.
But at the moment, the story of this is Coulson is doing everything all in her own time. She's so relaxed, she's hardly breathing.
Oh, that was a lovely overhand left by Becca.
She's hardly breathing, how about that? I mean, she's hardly blowing, I must say. She'll do very well, she was doing that. This is much better by Ferguson. She's definitely getting close to the target. Still very, very good skills by Coulson. Very impressed with her so far. Lovely jab. Good right hand. Trade there right at the end of the round. Still to come on this pay-per-view event, we have Traynor against Johnson Tellez. We also have Nicola Hopewell, my one to watch of the night, against Natasha Boys. People may have seen a while in Italy against an absolute animal not too long ago. And finally, the main event of the evening, Nathan "Nate Dog" Beattie against Julio Bendana. Gonna be good. Make sure you stay tuned. I don't think that, let's be honest, Beccy Ferguson, she needs to do something quick. Final round of the 6-round contest between Beccy Ferguson in the black and gold and Coulson in the black and red. Fresh as a daisy, isn't she, Coulson?
I think Beccy needs to go for it now. Try and cut it off him.
But it only takes one.
It does.
The only thing is, with Coulson, you need one from Brazil. It's the distance she's showing, her footwork is fantastic. I'm very, very impressed with this lady. It's going to take one special fighter to beat her.
Yeah. Lovely.
Great jab there by Coulson. As soon as she comes anywhere here, she throws 4 5 punch combinations.
I mean, for their debut, look at her. She's dancing around. It's the 6th round. She's just loving life at the minute.
As I say, it's going to take one hell of a fighter to match this young girl. Ferguson, tough as they come though. 6 rounds. She's still coming. I mentioned at the press conference yesterday, to Beccy Ferguson, do you feel that the amateur pedigree is going to be the difference in this fight? And that's the way it seemed, no doubt about it. Great fight, and great to see them a big hug in the middle. It's great to see, great sportsmanship. How do you score that?
Clean sheet fairly, I think.
60-54?
Yeah,
I think I'd agree with that. She just didn't let it go anywhere near it, did she? There were things that Ferguson should have done, but I do feel it had a lot to do really with what Coulson did also. Up next, Traynor. Absolute knockout artist. Two wins, 2 knockouts of the 2. He's fighting a very, very durable man, though, in Johnson Tellez, who we saw last time around, from Nicaragua, who's been in with some absolute monsters. I mean, the likes of, I could carry on and on and on. Shabazz Massoud, a recent very talented, they call him the next Nazim Hamid. He went in against him, went the distance. He's just a tough man. And we go to our referee's decision, Graham Bewley. The scores are 60 to 54. And the winner, Ali Coulson. Two tough ladies. Becky Ferguson kept coming and coming and coming. Let me get in the way of this hug here. Come sit, just stand over there for me. I told you she was taller than me. Just there for me, please. First of all, just do that at the camera for me. I just had to see. We said all the way through, though, you could tie your shoelaces standing up. And that, for me, was the difference in this entire fight. She couldn't get anywhere near you. Talk us through the fight from your end.
Just try to keep on distance, keep on jab. Not like getting middle. It's all middle in it.
You definitely kept on jab. There's no doubt about that. It was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. We did speak in the press conference in regards to, do you think that the amateur pedigree would be the difference in this fight? What do you feel about that? Do you think it worked that way? Talk us through it.
I don't know what the question means.
So in the press conference, we spoke in regards to the difference being how good you were as an amateur. Do you feel that was the biggest difference in the fight?
I don't know, maybe. I think just working with Chris and changing my style worked well for me.
Well, we thought that it's going to take, as a debut, it's going to take a special fighter to beat you. Now, what have you got to say to all your friends and your family out there?
Just thank you for the support, thank you for watching me. That's like it.
Lady of little words, not so much of stature. Thank you. Congratulations. Thanks. Great start to a career. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. Up next, I'm looking forward to this one. Really looking forward to this one. Introducing to you first, Kevin Traynor. And welcoming his opponent, Johnson Tellez. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Nicaragua with a record of 10 wins, 54 losses, and 5 draws, the tough, durable Johnson Tellez. And his opponent in the red corner, fighting out of Delhi with 2 wins
And 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Kevin Traynor. And to our referee, Mr. Graham Bewley. Big test this for him, I feel. Kevin Traynor, only his 3rd fight. He's had 2 fights so far, both of them coming by way of knockout. But this time, Paul, against someone who's been there. He's done it. He's been the distance with some of the best prospects this country has to offer. You're looking forward to this one, Paul, because I am.
I am. I'd like to see whether Kev's going to try and go for another stoppage, or he's going to try and, use his boxing and see how it pans out for him.
Johnson Tellez in the blue and white shorts with the white band. And Kevin Traynor in the blue and white with the Scotland flag. Good right hand to the body there from Tellez. Knows his way around the ring, no doubt about that. Tentative start, though, so far by Kevin Traynor. I was certainly expecting him. But I suppose he can't be daft, can he? I mean, Johnson Tellez, he's a very experienced man. And he's maybe a shorter man, but he's pulled off some real upsets. Lovely left hook to the body there by Kevin Traynor.
Yeah, Kevin doesn't want to get drawn into a fight with this one, with Johnson. Lovely body shot. Nice
Big shots coming in. Lovely uppercut. Ooh. Johnson Tellez fires back with a lightning left hook. Just misses the target. This is the fight Tellez wants.
Yeah.
Oh, big right hand by Johnson Tellez. Got to be careful walking in with these arms that low. A big shot will come over the top there by Johnson Tellez if he's not careful.
I think it's obvious now, Dan, what Johnson Tellez's game plan is.
Close the distance, big shots over the top.
Yeah. I think that's what Kevin needs to do, hit and move.
Yes, absolutely. Work when he wants to work, otherwise get out of the way. Nice work, I like that by Johnson Tellez. Puts 3 or 4 together in the corner. Not a bad start by Tellez. Certainly come with some ambition. Seems to come in with his arms tucked up and head forward, doesn't he? Let's hope we don't see any of them cuts like we did earlier. A long right hand by Traynor.
Good first round.
Who are you picking? That was a close round.
I think I would give that first round to Johnson.
To Johnson?
Yeah.
To Johnson Tellez. I think that was a close round. I think you could give them a share of that round.
Maybe.
I think you hit the money on the kind of the nail on the head, really, that when Traynor boxes, he's the better boxer. There's no reason to be there with the shorter, stockier, bigger puncher. Well, it's not necessarily the bigger puncher, but
he does look as if he is a little bit harder, though, yeah.
Some of the, the likes of the Nicaraguans and the South Americans and the Colombians, they're very, very tough men, aren't they? There's no doubt about it. Taking his advice from the corner to throw the right hand and then the left hook. Round 2 of a 4-round contest between Johnson Tellez in the red boots and Kevin Traynor in the white. Seems to be taking advice on board while he is using his boxing.
To say that.
Gets caught with a big left hook.
Got to watch for the heads here, as you said
Absolute
before.
lovely left, little horrible uppercut in the solar plex there by Kevin Traynor. Good shot by him.
I think Kevin needs to start going back to the jab. Start boxing, jab and move. Just
Absolutely. He's the taller man. Just missed with that long left hook. Seems to be ducking under. He's like a mini Mike Tyson, isn't he? Ducking under through these big left hooks and right hooks over the top. Lovely uppercut inside there by Traynor. Tellez his corners, asking him to look for the left hook.
nice body shots.
When he threw them 3 shots, there was no reason to be there, was there?
No.
He needs to throw the 2s and 3s and box. Box all day long.
At
The moment staying in there too long, isn't he, Paul?
just a little bit.
Nice jab there by Traynor. This is much better, isn't it? This is
a lot
much
better,
better.
to watch. Yeah.
Rapido, and pretty much means that get on him. That's what it means in Spanish.
Are you guessing there, Dan? Or?
No, I'm pretty sure it means fast and quick. But, this is a completely different fighter. Completely different fighter than we saw previous to this. He's much better. Tellez's corner giving him a bit of a telling off there to put it on him. And it looks like he's taking his advice. Right up to the body there by Traynor. Nice jab by Tellez. But Tellez has and does pull off upsets. Are we going to see another one here?
Oh, lovely left uppercuts.
Don't get me wrong, as a boxing fan, I love to see that. He shouldn't be. Traynor shouldn't be. There's no reason for him to be there. Winning the round quite comfortably. If he got caught with a shot and put down there, all of that hard work would have been wasted. He doesn't need to be there.
It's easier said than done.
Absolutely. Especially when you get caught with a shot and you go into defensive mode.
Well, I know myself. I found that out a couple of weeks back.
And talking through your fight, congratulations, by the way, fighting the legend that was Scott Harrison, and you had an incredible start to the fight. Congratulations to you. I just want to say that.
Thanks, Dan.
And good luck also to Scott Harrison, who's got probably his 3rd or 4th career, and he's really doing so well. So good luck to him and his family. I hope you're all well. Third round of a 4-round contest between Johnson Tellez of Nicaragua against Kevin Traynor from Denny in Scotland. Back to what he should have been doing from the start, Paul.
Back to the jab, hit and move. He looks like the better boxer when he goes back to the hit and move. Nice body shot.
Turned him well there, Paul.
Yeah. Oof. Better.
This is much better work. He's a completely different fighter. When he uses his skills and he boxes, he's actually really impressive. I do feel when it comes to the higher mix of opponent who's also a boxer, he may well then go back into the toe-to-toe thing. But for now, fight your opponents who's in front of you. Traynor's corner, telling him to let his shots go.
Oh.
Just managed to catch his shoulder in on the way through.
That was a clean left hook by Tellez there.
Looking for it again.
Good right hand to the body there by Johnson Tellez. Big left hook. Acknowledged there by Kevin Traynor. You always know the work when you acknowledge. They hurt when they acknowledge it. Good right hand by Traynor. Just missed. Managed to spin off to the left, didn't he, there? Got to be careful of the big shots over the top.
Tellez just stepping right and cutting him off. He could be dangerous there, especially when Kevin's hands really low.
Comfortable in there, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks it.
Much better. Like I say, he's had his successes in this round, but for me, Traynor completely outclassing his opponent when he's boxing. Here comes the onslaught from Tellez, being shouted on by his corner.
Good round by Kevin.
Traynor did enough to win that round with his, his ring prowess and his ring IQ. No doubt about that. Still to come then, my pick of the night for me, Nicola Hopewell, 1-0 as a professional from Nottinghamshire. Very, very successful amateur, I will say. And been sparring with some top kids. Real top kids, against Tasha Boys. We've seen her. You see Paul's face there. He thinks that Tasha's going to do very well in this fight. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Again, this is her debut. She's 0-1 as a professional from York, and they will be up next. And we're followed by the main event. I'm so sorry, we've only got 2 more fights to go after this. Nathan Beattie, Nate Dogg, 10-4-0 against Julio Bendana from Nicaragua.
It's going to be a big round, I think, this one.
Tellez is going to come for his heart in this round. There's no doubt about that.
Lovely uppercut by Kevin there.
Fantastic. Right uppercut, left up by Traynor. This is where he needs to release and pull.
Just let go, just move away,
Absolutely. But like I say, he's 2-0. He's 2-0. He's got 2 knockouts in that time. This is the longest he's gone in his professional career. So, he's still learning, isn't he? Lovely. That was fantastic boxing. That's what he needs to do more of. And there's no reason to be there now. Get out.
Go away,
Lovely right uppercuts. 3 or 4 right uppercuts coming in there by Kevin Traynor. Unanswered by Johnson Tellez. The referee's got to have a look here. Well, I thought for a second, I thought he was going to stop the fight there. He was warning him about pushing of his shoulder. Are we going to see the revenge of Johnson Tellez here? Lovely
uppercut.
Fantastically timed. Right uppercut there by Kevin Traynor. Picked his shots well, hasn't he, in this round? Single shots.
It's lovely to watch as well. It's nice boxing.
Lovely. That's more like it. Brilliant work by Kevin Traynor. What a tough man Johnson Tellez. I'd say he is one. You wouldn't like to meet him down an alley, would you?
No.
One tough man. All his mates shouting Rapido behind him. He is a tough man.
much better. Throwing the 2, 3, 4 punch combinations and just getting on his back. It's a beauty. It's beautiful to see. Oh, big left up there by Johnson Tellez. And Kevin Traynor puts his tongue out in acknowledgement more than anything else. Almost to goad his opponent.
Last 10 seconds. Is Johnson Tellez going to go for it?
Toe-to-toe action in the final round. Great stuff. He right at the end got caught on that left eye. I bet he wishes he wouldn't have got in there right at the end. Great work. I will say, I was so impressed with Kevin Traynor when he boxed. When he let Tellez come in and put it on him, that's when he started to lose grip of the fight. But for me, Kevin Traynor, the winner comfortably.
Yeah, I agree. Great boxing, great movement. There's sometimes through that fight there where I would like to have seen Kev step back.
We will get the referee's decision very shortly. 2 more fights to go here at the Northern Hotel in the beautiful Aberdeen. And I just want to say something from myself and the rest of us around the country. Our deepest condolences to those who lost their lives in the tragic train crash not too long ago. Our deepest condolences. And we go to the scorecards. Referee Graham Hewley scored it 40-37 for the winner, Kevin Traynor. Better for seeing you. Come and have a seat here, matey. You've earned it. So, congratulations, first of all. I heard you when you were coming out of the ring there. You said that you needed the rounds. And that's honest of you. I like that, I do. So you've got two fights, 2 wins, 2 knockouts. How much have you learned from that full, tough fight you just had?
Well, how to pace myself a little bit. Always really want to know is if I can do the rounds. I do the rounds in sparring all the time, but it's different when you're in there. But going at that pace, I feel like I could go all day and no stop.
I was almost coaching you on at points. In that fight, you showed your class. And there were times it was almost frustrating as a spectator to see how much even better you could have done in some areas because you didn't need to be there. I think you acknowledged that, didn't you?
A bit too much. That's why they call me the Denny Warrior, because I'm easily dragged into a fight. I love it too much. I love a war.
We saw that. But we did keep seeing Johnson Tellez load up and throw these big shots over the top. Is that something that you were, wary of?
I'd been watching him. I watched a few videos through Wednesday. We knew he was coming in with big single shots, so the game plan was just 1-2 and out, 1-2 and out. I got caught in the pocket a few times, but that just makes a better day for me, movement more enjoyable. But I
wondered when you were going to do that.
I loved that. I forgot it was even there. But I love it. I'd like to just say that's dedicated to my bro, Crumbs for Denny. We lost him just in March March or May, I can't remember. One of the months beginning of them, I'm on a high the news, so. But that one's for you, Crumbs, bro. Love you, man.
Don't get me started, mate. Bless you. Congratulations, mate. Brilliant work. We'll be right back with you after this. Stay with us. say I was really impressed. Really impressed. And as we mentioned there in the interview, when he fought his fight, he's one hell of a fighter. Someone to keep an eye on, Paul.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said before, though, it would be nice to see him step back and not get, because as he goes into the championships and starts boxing longer rounds, he's going to need to step back and reserve that energy.
And that's what he needed. He needed the rounds there to learn that lesson, and that's why journeymen are so important to the sport of boxing. On to our next fight then. Introducing it to you first, Natasha Boys. And welcome to the ring, her opponent, Nicola Hopewell. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner with a professional record of 1 loss and 0 wins, Natasha Boys. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner with 1 win, and 1 win coming by way of knockout from Nottinghamshire, Nicola Hopewell. And to our referee, Mr. Graham Bewley. Now this is the one I wanted to see. This is the lady I've been so excited to see. Another one of the very, very successful, good left hand straight away by Natasha Boys. Very successful Xbox club.
Well, now we've seen Holly and Ellie both box. I'm expecting Nicola to box exactly the same. Plenty of shots, very busy, good on the feet.
But Boys, the taller fighter.
Another southpaw as well.
Lovely left hand to the body there by Boys. Quiet start from Hopewell so far. Maybe just having a bit of a look at her. Hopewell in the black and tiger print shorts, and Boys in the blue and coral shorts with a bird on the back, I see. No, it's not a bird, it's a pair of lips.
Yeah, it is, pair of lips, a colour.
I thought it was a pelican for a second. Slow start by Hopewell here. Followed with a, I think she heard me, big right hand, lovely shots. Put her down. Talk about commentator's curse. Come back with devastating fashion there by Nicola Hopewell. Well, I spoke far too soon there. Does look like Boys is complaining of an injury. We'll certainly have a look at that in a second. Nicola Hopewell come out firing. That's the thing, I think, with commentary, with behind closed doors, is the fighters can hear you. And the second I said that she's come out slow, she flew across the ring and threw everything.
It looks as if this one's
It does.
Yeah, it's,
Complaining about a problem to her right arm here.
that's a stoppage.
Looks like they might well stop this fight. It's over. Nicola Hopewell gets another stoppage win. And I will say, came flying across the ring there with throwing everything in her arsenal. Tasha Bruce complaining of an overextension of her right elbow. But nice to see still. Lovely to see two fighters making sure the other one's okay. Congratulations. That's just a round of applause, that, Paul. I think you'd agree. I think I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of a rematch. That started to warm up for a second, wasn't it? But these things happen, don't they? Overextension, you pulled her arm off. And we'll get the official decision from our referee, Frank Graham Bewley, in just a second. 2 wins so far for Nicola Hopewell. And referee Graham Bewley scores this retired in the corner. And the winner, Nicola Hopewell. Good to see. Even after that, great to see. I nearly forgot about you. That was so brief. Nicola, I did say that you were my one to watch, and what a performance. I've got to ask you straight away, did you hear me?
Kinda, yeah.
You seem to, the second said she needs to put it on, and you flew across, and that's launched everything. But still, great to have another knockout win. I'd like to ask you a question. You seem very strong. When you threw them shots, you were strong. Is there anything particularly that you work on in that area to gain that level of strength?
Well, within our training camp this time, we've added in more strength and conditioning sessions. So yeah, probably that. It's been structured, so.
At the start of the fight, it seemed like you were a little bit tentative, and she was very tall, and she looked incredibly awkward. Caught you with some straight shots. Now, I know there wasn't a lot to learn from that, but what did you take from that? What will kind of help you in your career with that fight?
I think from that fight, I started off quite patient, which is something I've had to work on. So probably being patient and then going at the right time for the phases.
And what's next for you then?
Rematch. Yeah, rematch with Natasha. Hopefully, and then whatever comes available. So.
And what have you got to say? Because I said from the start how much of a lovely lady you were, which means so much. You know, the Tyson Furies, the Ricky Hattons, they've all got a personality behind them gloves, and it's so important. So what have you got to say to all of your friends and your fans and your family out there, live watching on pay-per-view on FITE TV?
I'd like to say thank you to all my friends and family for supporting me when I'm through camp, and also buying the fight and watching like tonight. And also I'd like to say thank you to my 2 sponsors, KC Sofas and Southampton Post Office.
Brilliant. Well done. Stay with us. We will be right with you after this. These things happen in boxing, Paul. You see it all the time. She's overextended with her right hand, and there we have it. On to then the final fight of the evening. And let's warm this up a little bit poor here for this final main event of the evening between Nathan Nate Dog Beattie against Julio Bendana. You know a lot about these lads. What are you expecting in this fight, Paul?
Well, I know Nathan. I've done a lot of work with Nathan. I've watched Nathan box a couple of times now. I'm expecting him to box like Craig did. Very calm, relaxed, picking his shots. I don't know too much about that Julio, but I'm expecting Nathan to pick his shots.
Brilliant. Well, then let's meet the fighters. Introducing to you first, Julio Bendana. And also, welcome to the ring, Nathan Beattie. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, by way of Nicaragua, with a record of 6 wins, 2 losses, Julio Bendana. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, with 10 wins, 4 losses, fighting out of Aberdeen, Scotland, the current PBC and WBU international champion, Nathan Beattie. And to our referee, Mr. Graham Bewley. Here we are then. Main event of the evening. Beattie in the tartan shorts, traditional Scottish, against Julio Bendana in the black and purple shorts. I think there's been a bit of a theme tonight, hasn't there, in many ways, from the clubs involved in these fights. As you mentioned there, calm and patient boxing. Boxing skills of the assassin. Schooled lads and ladies. Yeah. Versus Xbox, who seem to be more flashy. Good left hook to the body there by Bendana.
Yeah, it was
the Xbox team, more flashy, more...
Yeah.
I wouldn't say skillful, but more... flashy. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to say. Good start here by Bendana. Seems to be putting on the pressure. Trade with jabs to the body. Looking for that left hook, isn't he, to the body. Good start here by Bendana.
Lovely movement by Nathan.
Spun off with that left hook.
Yeah.
Liking Bendana's shape so far. He's closing the distance. Big right hook to the body. Good shot there. Nice work. Connects with 3 or 4 shots there. Good work by Bendana. Nice jab there by Nathan Beattie.
Oh, big.
This is a 6-round contest between Nathan Beattie in the tartan shorts and Julio Bendana of Nicaragua. Big right hand over the top there, and another big shot there of Bendana. Catches it back with a lovely left hook there by Nathan Beattie. Clear of what he's come out to do here, hasn't he? Box him all night long. But Bendana is closing the distance.
Lovely jab.
Fantastic, solid, snappy jab there by Nate Dogg.
well there to avoid. Lovely. Nice work there by Nathan Beattie. 2s and 3s and 4s together. Nice work. It's been his exits that have impressed me so far. Just that little dip to the left, little dip to the right. Lovely, snappy, crisp jab by Beattie. Bendana throwing a lot, but not landing a lot.
Yeah, even though he looks a bit wild, it's neat. And he covers up well as well.
For me, close round, but I do feel the cleaner, crisper boxing was from Beattie in that round.
Yeah, I agree.
Close round, call it either way, more than happy. But for me, that snappy, crisp jab, the boxing prowess, for me, I'm going to go Beattie in that round, Paul.
I agree.
Everybody just tuning in to FITE TV pay-per-view. We are live here at the Northern Hotel in Aberdeen in Scotland for one of the next in chapter of Let Battle Commence. This is the main event of the evening. Nathan Beattie against Julio Bendana of Nicaragua. Lovely left uppercut.
Oh, lovely clean left hook landed
Doubled
by
up,
Beccy.
left uppercut, left hook. Lovely work. Got to be careful when Bendana's going to the body because he's dropping his hands quite a lot and leaving his head open quite significantly. Nathan Beattie. It only takes a straight jab, right hand over the top. Again, nice boxing there by Beattie. Good left hook there by Bendana. Bendana's just got to be careful when he does get him in position in a corner. He's just got to be careful of smothering his own work. He needs to take that quarter, half step back just so he can get full extension on them shots. Oh, just missed. Caught the shoulder of Beattie. Big right hand over the top. Looking for it, Bendana. Got left hook to the body.
Body shot.
On his bike a bit there, Beattie. Caught. I say nothing really landing, nothing really catching fire in this round so far. Left hook straight to the solar plex there.
Lovely body shots.
Great. 3s and 4s. Nice work there by Nathan Beattie. Solid look about him though, isn't there, that Bendana?
There is, yeah.
Almost bull-like. Good left hook. 2s and 3s landing there. Nice work here by Nathan Beattie. He needs to stick back on his jab here, doesn't he? Give him an incentive not to come forward. Oh, lovely, solid right uppercut there by Nathan Beattie. Oh, lovely. Caught that jab, didn't he? Lovely left hook and he spun off.
Again.
Gets caught with the right hand, left hook. His legs go there, takes the knee. Got caught there with the left hook and his legs went. Takes a good look at his corner, Lee McAllister. The bell goes saved by the bell, right on time there to get Lee McAllister dives in the ring there to look after his man. That come out of nowhere, didn't it? Big shot coming in by Julio Bendana.
Nathan Beattie boxing so well. Having a big chat with Lee McAllister in the corner there. I'd love to say it's all gone quiet, but it's quiet anyway, to be fair here. But this is the main event of the night between Nate Dog Beattie, against Julio Bendana. What are we expecting from Bendana here? He's got to come flying out of the gates, hasn't he?
If I was Julio, I would.
Has Lee McAllister talked him in? Good left hook, cracks him back with a great left hook. Got to be careful of leaving himself open. Definitely dropped the knees of Bendana there.
Lovely body shot by Nathan.
Bendana's got to be incredible. Big shots coming in by Bendana. It's him when he was in the next knee. Takes the 8 count.
And the
Towl comes in. Julio Bendana with the upset against Nathan Beattie. I'm almost at a loss for words, and that's me. Great performance in the end by Julio Bendana. Caught him, he never recovered from that shot. But just as he did, that left hook caught Bendana, but he did dip the legs of Julio Bendana. But great win for him nonetheless.
It's been a great night all in.
Now I just need to find someone who speaks Spanish.
Yeah. I thought you could.
No. And we go to the referee. The referee stops the contest with the fighter no position to continue. And the winner, Julio Bendana!
Good luck with speaking to him.
Julio, well done. Great performance. Well, as I don't speak Spanish, well done, Julio. Great performance, my friend. But to our commiserations to Nate Dogg. It seemed from that shot you just didn't seem to recover. Talk us through it.
He caught me early on. I think it was the first round or second. I don't know, but this eardrum's completely gone. I just couldn't find my feet working. My head just wasn't there. It just wasn't my night. He's a strong kid though. I felt everything he thrown at me. Even his jab was solid. But I don't know. I'm not going to use excuses. He's a better man than Nate. I obviously want to up my career and get on bigger and better things, but boxing's got upsets, does it? So, but I'll get back in the gym and I'll just come back stronger. But I've done it before, I'll do it again.
Back to the drawing board then, we're going to do it again?
Aye. I'll fight him next week if he wants to. Obviously, I've got a 28-day lie down, but I'll get a rematch with him and we'll come back stronger.
And to your trainer, Lee McAllister, where does Nate Dogg go from here?
End of the day, I knew when he came back, I could see in his eyes in the first round when he came back. I was like, come on, you've got this kid, just stick to the job, keep doing what you're doing, keep picking it off. He's like, my ear's gone, I can't, my balance all over the place, I got punched in the ear. I'm like, end of the day, it's one of the shots, you get a burst eardrum, your balance goes, there's nothing you can do. And give him credit for sticking the next couple of rounds, but at that point, I was straight away as a cornerman, as a friend, I'm thinking, what do we do now? Where do we go?
You've got a duty of care, haven't you, over your fighter. But he can come back from this. He can come back from this. He can come back stronger. And like he says, you'll fight him next week. So what's next for you for Nate Dogg?
For me, for Nate Dogg, we need an automatic rematch. We need to get that fight on and right the wrong, what's happened tonight, end of the day. It's boxing, you can't predict anything. One punch changes that fight. So, you seen it with last week with Dillian White getting that uppercut. So, one of the things we'll do is we'll go back to the drawing board, we'll get him checked over, obviously make sure, I think he should be probably on about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, sitting out phase with his eardrum to see how things go, but you could see himself in there, he just couldn't plant his feet to hit the shots off, and listen, at the end of the day, he came out with his heart in his sleeve, and when you're fighting a strong kid like that, a game kid like that, that's what you expect.
He really was a strong kid. I'll leave you now to, of course, look after Nathan. Nathan, you will be back. See you soon. Stay with us. We'll be right with you after this. So, Paul, what an end to the night. What an everybody's, like I say, it's quite an era anyway, but big upset from Bendana there. I mean, you seem completely speechless. Talk us through that.
I'm shocked. I mean, the first round, obviously, they both started well. Nathan was moving well. Second round, moving well. And then the big shot started landing, and that's where it all changes.
He just couldn't recover from that last shot.
You could see it. You could see it in Nathan's face. I don't know if anyone can see it at all, but I seen it in Nathan's face, especially when he come back to the corner. And then listening to Lee concentrating on Nathan's face, trying to bring him back. And then, obviously, when he come back into the round, then Nathan started with big shots.
He caught him with that left hook, didn't he? And his legs dipped, and I thought, oh my word, I've got to get toward here.
Us as fighters as well, even though we're still hurt, that little bit of fight still in us, and that's what he tried to do then. Obviously it didn't pay off for him, but fair play for him, as Lee said, for coming back out.
Absolutely, back to the drawing board for Nate Dogg, but still, tough fight, great guy. So talking through the show then, it's all over, 7 fights, some shocks, some upsets, some unusual things happening, just what we expect in boxing, let's be honest, but who is, and I love asking this question, who is your fighter of the night?
Fighter of the night. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Ellie. Because watching her, it was beautiful. It was lovely to watch.
I agree. I mean, she couldn't do anything, could she? She was so tall. Everything was so correct. Like I say, it's going to take one hell of a fighter to beat Ellie Coulson for sure. For me, fight of the night, it's got to be the heavyweights for me. It was such a great fight, and hearing the level of how hard them shots were, two very, very, very tough men. Got to give it to the heavyweights tonight, for sure. So, thank you, everybody, for watching on our second instalment of Let the Battle Commence up here in Aberdeen in Scotland. This has been powered by the British and Irish Boxing Authority and also Assassin Boxing Promotions and Management. Proudly sponsored by Papa John's Pizza and Neon Energy Drink. Thanks for watching, and make sure you stay tuned next time for more fights. Take care, guys, and all the best to you and your family. All the best.